debilitating. Yeah, here we go. Oof, been walking at a normal pace every morning for about 2 weeks. Nothing crazy, just around 2 mile mark, which is pretty dang good, girl. I get 8 hours plus sleep a night, eat healthy, never miss my meds. Today, after my walk, I was absolutely destroyed. I knew I shouldn't have pushed myself today as I was already feeling a bit fatigued, but I told myself the walk would make me feel better. Well, it didn't. I got home and knocked out for about 3 hours, woke up feeling so exhausted. The Hashi fatigue is so debilitating and so discouraging. Definitely will take a day off or two before continuing. Y'all, Hashimoto's. This is Lisa Joe, your essential oil girl, and I have had Hashimoto's for 38, 39 years now, and I personally am going through the same thing right now. And we call it a flare up, right? We call it a flare up when you're just like blindsided. My flare up this time was caused by we went out of town. It was a short trip. We flew to Georgia to see the grandkids. It was my granddaughter's first birthday, right? So we flew to Georgia Friday night, late flight, got to the hotel 12:30, whatever. Saturday drove to their house, which was whatever. Spent all day, spent the night with them Sunday, all fine and dandy. Our flight home was Sunday night. And if the gods were aligned, right, we would have been home by Denver time, 10:30 p.m. Well, that didn't happen. So ended up getting home at 3 a.m. Denver time due to delays. Who knows what, I don't think they tell you what's actually going on. Maybe we don't want to know. But anywho, my point being is today is Friday. And I am still, I told my husband, it is so debilitating. It's a great word for it, right? Because I have no control over it. I knew that it would probably happen, but and I don't know how I don't know how young mothers with children are able to get anything done. I don't know. Because I'm a grandma. I don't have any responsibilities. I just do my my Hashi videos. I do my doTERRA essential oils. I do, I basically am grateful that I don't have to be somewhere at a certain time. And it's just, I feel so guilty. And it's not even, and I don't have anything to get, I don't have anybody that's going, my husband, he knows, he's not going, why are you back in bed, you know? And it's not that I sleep, but I just cannot. I feel like a wet rag. And it's so frustrating. And it's just, our bodies are not able to have the stamina that a healthy person without an autoimmune disease has. And you take it for granted because before I left for my trip, everything, I was good. Everything, I was popping, I was getting stuff done. Just like, everything was wonderful. And then here it is, Friday. It's almost been an entire week because we left last Friday, and here it is still Friday, and I'm just now starting to feel like the blood has not drained totally out of my body. So, unfortunately for us, it's going to happen. Sometimes you can relate it to something like she knew she was kind of off and then she pushed herself. We have got to listen to our bodies, right? We have got to be okay, which is the hardest thing in the world to be okay. It's hard to be okay when you're this exhausted and people don't understand. I mean, people don't understand. Like I said, my husband, he's 38, 39, going on 40 years here, guys. He doesn't ask. He's not, luckily we're at that point. But if I had a young family and trying to get things done and have a husband that doesn't understand or people around me that don't understand, I pray that you find somebody to help support you, because you do have this. You've got this, but just try. I say try to just stop whenever you realize that, oh, something's not, and just, you got to give your body time to rest. Or in my situation, like I said, Sunday night was just out of my control. There was nothing I could do. We were at the airport, and we were at the airport. I can't sleep on the plane, so there was no sleep. I couldn't take a nap. So, it just, it builds up. And I think normal people would be okay by the next afternoon, right? But when you have Hashimoto's, it takes our body so long to just regenerate and recoup and be okay with who we are. So debilitating, 100%, 100%. And we've got to be, you got to, I don't want to say you got to forgive yourself because it's out of your control, but just acknowledge that it's out of your control. And try to take care of yourself, try to rest. And if people start challenging you, say, look, I have an autoimmune disease, which scares the bejeebies out of us because most of them don't know what that means. So I've got an autoimmune disease that's called Hashimoto's, which really freaks me out because that's a big old word right there, Hashimoto's. And just say, my body is not functioning well right now, and I need to take a little time, or I need a 30-minute nap, I need a break, or whatever. But let the people know around you what's going on, and you pay attention to what's going on. That's the thing. If you're not paying attention to what's going on, it could really knock you for a loop for several days. So take care of yourself. Love you guys. You've got this. You've got this, and it's going to happen. And it is the tiredness. It's real. It's real. It's real. And you just got to adjust. Just take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Be good to yourself, and don't kick yourself, because there's nothing you can do besides stop, rest, and let your body recuperate. Because if you don't, it could lead to much worse situations. My humble opinion. Again, my opinion, 2 cents. You get what you pay for. Love you guys, and we will talk to you soon. Have a good one.